starts hitting some shots, but he also had the most offensive rebounds in his career. So how does Peyton tend to find a way to make an impact?
I mean, he's been making an impact the whole year, and to me, he changed the game for us tonight. Him and then Sam and then Luke and Shane, just our bench in general. But it started with Peyton's, and what you see is like it's easy to look at the scoring on the bench and be like they're not producing, but there's so much other stuff that they do for us on a daily basis. And our defense has been tremendous with them on the floor, and tonight we got to see the other side of that. But that's the stuff that they work for every single day to bring that, and those guys are going to be good for us, and I never lose confidence in them because of the work that they put in. But I was happy to see Peyton's passion. That tonight, that's going to be big for us.
Joe, along the same lines, the 4 rebounds from Peyton Pritchard. It's not new. He's been getting rebounds, a lot of offensive rebounds, and tonight also drew with 3. What makes it that the guards are able to get so many offensive rebounds in this system?
I think it's just what we learned from last year. You take a look at this game. We play this exact same team a year ago, and we don't win the shot margin by 9. And so I think it's the effort that the guys have made, and what are ways that we can win a game, whether we're shooting the ball well or not. And so we win the free throw line, we win the turnover battle, you win the shot margin, and you win the offensive rebounding battle. And so those are the things that we're going to have to do, consistently. And that's what we learned from last season. And so they've done a good job of buying into that, of understanding how important the shot margin is and the different ways that you can affect it and what goes into it.
You have emphasized not only the offensive rebound, but we've talked about post-ups a lot. Seems to be 2 things that the NBA had gotten away from in recent years. What's bringing that back for you?
Our personnel and the proper spacing. And so, we do a good job of getting the matchup quickly that we want. I think it does breed an opportunity for us to get to the free throw line. It's the second area of us to help control the shot margin is can we get free throws? And so it just breeds a level of physicality, a level of opportunity to get to the free throw line, and then it forces teams to overhelp because of the shooters and the personnel that we have spaced.
Joe, what's the challenge of getting that perfect game? You put so much emphasis on so many different categories, and it's kind of like you're playing against yourself on some nights. What's the challenge of just chasing that perfection that you're looking for?
That's a good question, just because you could emphasize something for 3 games and then you see another trend and you want to emphasize that and then it doesn't go well. And so then you got to go back to emphasizing those certain things. And so I think it's finding 2 or 3 things that you have to do all the time, and then the other stuff will come up every 4 or 5 games. And so, one of the things we're really trying to hammer home is just our defensive execution and why a team gets 30-point quarters on us twice. And so it's not an effort thing, it's an execution. Is it not ending a quarter well? Is it not giving up 2 offensive rebounds? Is it 2 threes that you gave up because you weren't matched? And so just finding things that you should emphasize every day, and then themes that will come up every 5 to 8 games.
It seemed like they were trying to use their speed and go at Kristaps a little bit. He had the 2 quick fouls, but then held up well. They didn't have much success against him. What did you see there, and what did he do well?
Just his ability to play in space. I thought our guys did a good job of, when we played them last week, our individual defense wasn't great in the first half. It was great in the second half. Tonight it was good, I'd say 75 to 80% of the game. But when the first guy comes over to help, we weren't great at the pass defense. And so tonight we were much better at the pass defense with our shift activity, our active hands, getting in the passing lanes and cutting off their 1-mores, which then allowed us to recover. And so that's a way to take away their speed is, what your pass defense. And we were much better at that tonight, and that helps Kristaps.
Any other questions? Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.